Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker Enhanced Edition with me, BringItDon. So I am interested in going to try and take on the spawn of Rovagog again, but I know that we are going to get a guaranteed level up. Oh, we have a lot of experience after leveling up already. We get a lot of experience when we go to Patox, like I'm talking millions of experience. So we are going to level up at least one more time before we go back and try and fight the spawn. In the meantime, we can enter. Let's go to the main square and sell some stuff. Then we'll go in and talk to Lindsay the Storyteller and head into Nyrissa's dream. Yeah, we do have some of the best gear in the game. I think we can find some more when we go back to Patox. And I'm happy with where we're at right now. Also, we have more AoE spells like Polar Midnight, which will be extremely useful against... You know what? Yeah, let's not show the hat, because I can't really see my halo. As much as I love the way the hat looks, gonna hide it for now. Oh yeah, amulet natural armor +5. I don't have... There we go, 51 base armor class. It's pretty good. Let's see, where's Harem at? There you go, buddy. Let's go and level everybody else up real quick. Rapid shot? I don't think rapid shot works with her. Can you do weapon focus for... Yes, you can, but I already have it, so... I don't know what else to get her. Does she have precise shot already? I guess improved precise shot. I don't know if that works with kineticists or not. I'm gonna assume that it does. Sure, fragmentation sounds cool. Dazzling display probably is what I'm going to get for him. Let's just see what else he has. Sickening critical. Sure. Alright, then let's see. Is it Ghost Blade that I like? I think it's Ghost Blade. don't know it would be good for her. Maybe... Well, outflank. Never mind. I know it would be good. We get Beast Totem, I guess. Tavia, another level of Wizard. Critical for Raise. Holy Ray and... Yeah, we'll get Rift of Ruin. I think that's everybody. Cool. Alright, let's sell the rest of my stuff. No one uses spears. Well, someone could probably use that in this. Huge improvement. As is that. As for this helmet, looks ridiculous. There's an NPC that has that on later. But for now, I'm just going to sell it. Alright, let's head inside. Sorry about that, I set my mug down a little too hard. Arlene bows. Greetings, Your Highness. Allow me to alleviate your daily concerns with a humble gift from your admirer. Okay, cool. Dargan, I haven't seen you in a while. Serrator. Sounds cool. Chameleon Ring. Draping Veil of Prowess. Now here we go. After you and I brought that wretch Marhalland to justice, peace has once more filled my heart. Thank you for returning tranquility to my life, Your Highness. I'd like to give you a special gift in thanks. Give me some time and freedom to work on my own, and I'll make something very special, just for you. Well, why don't you set to work on that special thing you were making for me? Thank you. Believe me, I'll spare no effort or time. You won't be disappointed. I probably will never receive it, so I'm sure that I will be disappointed. Prowling Cat. A lot of gifts. Cheat sheet gloves. Alright, let's look at these. Cheat sheet gloves, +5 bonus, +5 luck bonus to lore nature, lore religion, knowledge world, and knowledge arcana skill checks. Feeling ring, +10 enhancement bonus on stealth skill checks. Dripping Veil of Prowess, 10 electricity and cold resistance, +2 deflection bonus to armor class. Alright, so we've seen that before. Serrator, wounding battle axe deals 1 point of bleed damage when it hits a creature. Multiple bleeding effects stack. Bleed will continue until the target receives magic healing or leaves combat. A critical hit does not multiply the bleed damage. Prowling Cat, +4 speed composite short bow is decorated with a carving of a hunting cat. It grants its wielder the ability to summon 1 to 4 Smilodons for 15 rounds. 1 to 4 plus 1. Alright, so where is Octavia at? She can use that. And she's going to use this Great Axe. She don't need Rage Claw or this. I guess we need to talk to Lindsay about the stuff. I don't need to talk to the storyteller.
I do what I must.
Alright, some relics. Let's see. Token of Dryad. We've talked about those. Ancient Elven Beads. The storyteller rolls the bright bead in his palm. Just glass, but so much more beautiful and valuable than some precious gems. The art of melting such glass belonged to the elves before Earthfall. That art is lost now, along with many other mysteries. I buy this from you, if I may. So the Technical League set and the other set. I don't remember what it's called. Oh yeah, the Dream Ritual was ready. Let's talk to him about that. Hi, everything is prepared for the Dream Ritual. I am ready. How unusual. I do not collect a story, but help create it. Good luck, Your Highness, and may the gods guide your way. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. I think there's one fight we have here. Wow, it worked. We did it.
I wrote it like I saw it.
And now we buff up before we die. Alright. Does she have communal? No. Again, just gonna play it safe. Alright, and we quick save and head on in.
Our sister.
Oh, they have voice acting
Our
now.
mistress. Our queen. Our sister. Hail to our queen. Stop calling me that. In the darkest hours and the brightest days, you simply called me sister. I need no other title. Your songs and laughter accompanied me in my happiest moments. I would rather not shift them to honorifics. The time of my triumph is nigh, sisters. I want to share it with you as I have always shared my secrets, my sorrows, and my joys. Even after I become an eldest, I shall not abandon you. My realm will be the kingdom of spring, love, and life, and you will all be most welcome there. Be happy, sister. Be victorious, sister.
Wow, we're inside her dream. Maybe we should try talking to her. She may not quite be the real Nyrissa, but that's kind of the point. In her dreams, she can let out the things she would never say in the real world.
Be careful, Nyrissa. You have always been the bravest of us, and none deserve to be an eldest more than you.
but these ambitions may come with a steep price.
Perhaps I have always been the bravest, Devindra, but you have always been the grumpiest. We are blessed with eternal life, but we keep living out each day, abiding by rules we had no hand in creating. My plan is daring, you say? Well then, so be it.
I simply pray we do not end up paying a price we cannot bear.
The cheerful voices of the nymphs fade away, and the vision seems to freeze. A ghostly Nyrissa stands before you, her eyes seeming to see you without noticing you. What have you done to your sisters, Nyrissa?
What I did to them is paltry compared with what was done to me. But you cannot understand. No one can. Just go away.
Can you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
This will hurt!
We should be careful. Dreams are already full of monsters. I dread to think what we might find in Nyrissa's head. So we just killed a bunch of defaced sisters because that's what she did to her sisters. She turned them into the defaced sisters. Get rid of all my buffs? No.
Finish me. I cannot lose.
I was sent by the eldest, not
I cannot lose.
can the self-proclaimed queen not fight off a mere animal of the kennel. I come not to kill you. A trial awaits you, trespasser. I shall simply make sure you get there without getting lost along the way.
He didn't have voice acting previously.
Get ready. Get scared. Learn. Listen.
Listen to me, trespasser. You sought a kingdom. I seek something simpler. Apology.
Guilty. Doom. Lost. Cursed.
As you sought to steal a kingdom for yourself, so must you do again. 1,000 times over. For a theft, a true theft,
I'll
must
take
be
care of it.
practiced to be earned. It will be a lengthy task. This is how it shall be measured.
Thou. Remember. Do it.
Make ruins of kingdoms. When each is dust, the grains shall gather in this vessel. When 1,000 grains are gathered, bring it before us as an offering, so that an eldest may sip from it.
Ashes. Dust. Eternity.
When that is done, your trespass shall be forgiven.
Where will I find so many nations? It is...
An impossible task? How? Let your unrequited love guide you. Guided you to your first kingdom, so it shall again.
Which is interesting because
Seek it, hunt for it, lust for it. Let the emptiness inside you become your deadliest weapon.
Slowly walked on.
It is not an impossible task. After all, what use is an apology that cannot ever be given?
Given. Curse.
it's hard to see, but he has like a crown of like horns.
Get ready.
Also, we've killed most of these
Get scared.
will-o-wisps.
Listen.
Listen to me, trespasser. You sought
Oh,
a
wait.
kingdom.
There we go.
I seek something simpler. Apology.
Did I truly deserve all this?
Yeah, you could have refused to comply with their demands, to commit those evil deeds, but you agreed to it, and so you were also guilty.
So many wish to judge me. For someone who cannot comprehend the burden of the curse, you assume far too much. Burn!
Their life ends here!
Serves you right.
Got them quick feet. Alright, cool.
My lady, there's nothing we can do. The powers of those who've hidden the Briar exceed our own in many ways.
Why search for that which has ruined me? He said, let your unrequited love guide you to the doomed kingdoms. No, I will not search any longer, but I must find it. Come now, start searching. It must be here in the stolen lands.
My lady, there's nothing we can do. The powers of those who've hidden the Briar exceed our own in many ways.
Told them to search. It is pointless. Why do I need this? Do you see now? Do you see? They ripped my heart out and threw it into your world. And something else was torn out with it.
Your kindness? Your soul?
No, something deeper. Brighter, I suppose. I only know the sound of this word, but not its meaning. A burning word. A stupid word. Love.
Yeah, what exactly were you looking for?
Something that was stolen from me. Do you believe the aim of my curse was the destruction of your pathetic kingdoms? No, that was merely a path towards redemption. The curse, it deprived me of a part of my soul. The most important part. Ripped from me, crippled, mutilated, and turned into an artifact.
The nymph nearly spits the last word out with seeming hatred. She interrupted me. So, this is part of the... There's a secret ending to the game. I think it's more appropriate for, well, a different class. That's why I didn't pursue it this time through. But I'm going to go ahead and say this. I don't believe the soul can be irreparably damaged. Perhaps not all is lost for you, after all. Your words resound with an unexpectedly loud echo. Seemingly influenced by them, the surrounding world begins to change. In the eerie silence following the king's last words, we heard a strange melodic chime. The world around us began melting into a colorful whirlwind. The insidious nymph Nyrissa was gone. The visions of her servants faded away like candle smoke. I instantly realized what was happening. We're being drawn into the deepest level of the dream. In places like these, secret memories and desires could be hidden, sometimes not even known to their owner. What incredible luck to make it there, but would we be able to return? We found ourselves in a flat area among glistening, pale green rocks. The areas of lush vegetation spotting the rocks were easily recognizable as flowers of the First World. Beneath the cliffs, a forest of white trees with sky-blue leaves could be seen. In the distance, the sharp spires of an ornate castle reached into colorful clouds. As we watched, the castle trembled and very slowly began moving away. It was built on the back of a huge, enormously huge three-eyed elephant with branching tusks. I turned and realized that we had also changed our shapes, obeying the laws of the dream. Our king had turned into a tall, slender, sprawling tree. But what had I become? The king met my gaze and said, "Lindsay, you look exactly like a flying inkwell." Drops of dew sparkled off the copper leaves of a tall tree, its thick shadow falling to the ground in a complex pattern. I keep missing the A's. Feeling the full power of this new guise, the king immediately tried charming and attractive being. Love can make flowers bloom and take root under the most unexpected circumstances. An astonishing aspen was love-struck by the tall, copper-leaved stranger. After spending some time in conversation filled with intriguing queries and unspoken promises, the aspen had to leave on urgent business. Our meeting was unforgettable. Those were its last words. The king was thoughtfully silent, and then he tried. After these adventures, the king decided trying, making thousands of flowers bloom. Of course, an expert in questions of nature such as our king could easily handle, or maybe bramble, such a challenge. Flowers of every conceivable color, beautiful as any plants in the first world, began blossoming all over the tree. I hurried to record the first steps of the king in his new, brilliant appearance. I managed to use earth, leaves, even some steep rocks as a canvas. Honestly, being a flying inkwell wasn't half bad. While reflecting on a particularly precise metaphor, from our height, I noticed that in the middle of the sun-dappled forest of summer, there was a small island of winter. Amid the snow and ice, a small flock of little fae were hiding something that resembled a sparkling casket. In case it ended up being important, I took the liberty of sketching the place and committing it to memory. Meanwhile, the king decided to try. A melodic laugh suddenly rang out of nowhere, not offensive, but rather inspiring. It seemed someone was watching the king's attempts. It was none other than Nyrissa herself approaching, but something in her appearance was strikingly different from the insidious, cold-blooded villain we'd come to know. There was no shadow of arrogance or anger in her face, just cheerful sparkles in her bright blue eyes. I'm glad to meet a new guest in my domain. Greetings. She didn't seem to recognize us at all. So this is your realm. Oh yes, the nymph pointed to the forest below with an elegant gesture. Obeying her will, all the trees immediately changed their colors, turning from white and blue to red and gold, then to an elegant green. I am Nyrissa. This is my 1,000 breaths. She picked up one of the flowers that had fallen from the branches of the king tree, with a sly smile placed it in her hair. I like you, stranger. Will you stay with me? Soon, I will become something much more than I am now. Soon my domain will become larger, more beautiful, its borders open to the bravest, most wonderful creatures, all with blazing souls. Together we will create a dreamland unlike any the first world has ever known. Silence fell for a moment before the king finally replied. It's a good idea. Too bad this is all just a dream. A dream? The nymph showed no understanding of what we meant, but she smiled warmly, if a bit teasingly. Let it be so then. One day, this dream will become reality. We children of the first world are gifted with the ability to change reality, so we're free to fulfill any dream. We're often too timid to do this, expecting punishment from our self-proclaimed gods. But I, for one, am not afraid. How about you, stranger? Her words sounded progressively quieter as the world around us was subsumed in a multicolored fog. Before the king could reply, the vision faded. Then we found ourselves in a completely different place, but it seemed vaguely familiar. The stone platform with a pedestal in the middle, that was something we'd already seen in the first world, back when we were looking for a way to get rid of the ever-blooming flower. As in that old vision, Nyrissa sat on the pedestal, her head bowed low, just a shadow of the proud and powerful nymph we've spoken with but recently. The place she sat literally emanated an intense pressure and a feeling of stiffness. My guess is that it was some sort of magical prison. As we approached, Nyrissa raised her head, and she spoke in a muffled voice. You. I remember you. Our meeting is the last of my bright memories. The evanescent dream. Afterward, there was the battle. My sisters, slain by the monsters with such ease, like wind extinguishing candles. Defeat and pain. Why have you come? To relish in my despair? No, don't succumb to evil and despair. Only then will you have a chance. Something strange shone in the nymph's eyes. It was as if the words of the king had been imprinted somewhere deep in her soul. With these final words, the vision faded, taking us back to where we had entered this crazy world of melting dreams.
My Skylark, your song is sad today. What happened? Once young deer have barely grown their antlers. They faced their fathers in fierce combat. Have you ever seen it? The time has come. You are a stag now, not some defenseless fawn. Go and fight. You were born for glory, my wolf cub. There is room in this world for all sorts of different birds. Some sing sweetly, while others screech proudly. But the peacock displays bright feathers to outshine them all. Be my peacock. So easily shine. You will become a king whose glory shall overshadow all within the river kingdoms.
Alright, Armag, Tristian, the Stag Lord, Irveti, all turned against me because of you.
I was there with you from the very first steps you made into the stolen lands. I've created a nice cage of magical fog around you. Sent you my skylark, helped you kill my stag, guided you through dreams and visions. And I pitted my wolf and my peacock against you. Does it not please you, my hound? I gave you so much prey to chase. But what I have done matters little when compared to why I have done it. I have already lost track of so much time. For so many centuries I sought out those like you. The ambitious and bold. Those who believe they can change the world, or at least rule it. I seek them, grant them power, lead them to triumph, and then push them into the abyss.
And then our leader charged forwards. Hey, wait for me!
Their life a test of my abilities.
We're coming up. I mean, closer. I mean, we're approaching the real Nyrissa. Is she up here? Nope. Oh, there she is.
One more grain. And another grain. This one took 100 years to obtain. And that one was just a week. The first bears the blood of 3 generations burned in war. The second, just 2 well-chosen words. And 1 little betrayal. This will never end, never! Do you see this cup? It has a name, you know. The Apology. Within it is the Stag Lord and his crazy dream to become a king and take me as his queen. And Armag and his never-born barbarian empire. Who will fall in next? Pitax and its peacock king? Or you?
Alright, I know your story now, Nyrissa. Unfortunately, what I don't know is how to help you overcome the curse.
What is this, a dream? Or is someone actually playing games with me? Speaking words that pierce like arrows, teasing me with the hope of salvation beyond my reach. I have had strange dreams recently. Of times before the curse. And a meeting that never occurred.
Oh, she's on to us.
So, this is a dream. But you have entered it from reality. Exquisite. Very reminiscent of the methods I typically use. For 1,000 years, none have come so close to me. And I assure you, none ever will again. But you... I like you more and more, my hound. Perhaps I have no need of that stupid peacock anymore. I could let you tear him apart if you wish. I know where a tool lies that will let you clip his wings. The evidence of his crimes. Something he's been hiding from his Pitaxian allies. But he could not hide it from me. Remember this name, White Rose Abbey. That is where Irveti would usually meet with me in the past. And the place where you will find your tool against him.
Another ambush. It seems like you take me not for a hound, but for some foolish chicken.
Oh, so grumpy. It's not like I demand you go alone. Take along your silly servants if you wish.
Fine, I'll go. Let us see the worth of your words.
My brave, brave hound. We will get along nicely, I dare say.
And this should be that.
And Lindsay was called forth.
Alright. And that's Nyrissa's dream. We have the next step of the main quest. Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and in the next episode we will we'll exit here, and then we'll start heading towards White Rose Abbey, which should unlock the way to get inside Patox after. And after Patox, we'll do the spawn of Rovagug. Yeah, we're making some good progress. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next episode.